Hey folks, welcome back to the tent. Welcome back to another Q&A video. Thank you to those of you who sent questions in for today's session. Sorry I can't get back to all of you, but I want to keep these sessions as short as I can, just so that they're a bit more snappy, a bit more watchable. And please do bear in mind as well that I still offer one-to-one personal consultations. So if you want to have a chat with me about your specific condition, please do get in touch in any way you want to. Instagram, comment below this video, or send me an email at info@eczemahealing.org. So, to get into today's questions, the first one comes from Edver1996, and this is a few questions actually. For the next Q&A, do you still avoid all dairy? Also, do you eat 3 meals per day? Also, are you SOS free? Is it truly necessary to avoid all oils? So, thanks for your questions. Do I avoid all dairy? Absolutely yes. I completely avoid dairy because for me, I find it one of the most simple things to avoid. Personally, I believe it's one of the worst offending things that you can eat that is on a regular menu. It's one of the worst things you can eat for your skin. It's the most mucus forming substance out there to put in your body. Why would you want to be putting that into your body? I don't get it. I don't understand. A huge proportion of the population are lactose intolerant, and I think that everybody's on the spectrum really for lactose intolerance. There is an argument perhaps for raw dairy if it's not pasteurized, but it's just not worth bothering with because there's just so many excellent alternatives. Or just get it out altogether, and if you start to develop some deficiencies, worry about those further down the line. Don't worry about something that you don't yet have. Worry about your eczema. You need to get dairy out of your diet if you want to make progress with your skin. So do that and go from there. Do I eat 3 meals per day? It depends. Depends what I'm up to. If I'm really super active or I've had a big day on the bike yesterday, then I might have 3 meals today, 3 good healthy meals. A lot of the time though, I have 2 meals. Might have a large late breakfast and then quite an early large dinner. It just depends. I have a really good relationship with my body, with my stomach. I can really trust my body's signals now because I've been living this lifestyle for a long time. And so I just go on how I feel, try to follow my hunger as best as I can. Are you SOS free? Is it truly necessary to avoid all oils? I'm not SOS free. In case you don't know, SOS is sugar, oil, and salt. And in my opinion, the worst offending one of those is oil, and the hardest one to avoid is salt. And sugar, I don't even particularly try to avoid. I just allow sugar to come into my diet now as and when it sees fit, and as and when I fancy eating some sugar, and that includes refined sugar. Firstly, because I don't have a candida issue anymore, so I don't have to worry too much about that. But also, one of the main reasons I don't have a candida issue anymore is I never eat refined fats like oils and stuff. I really, really try to avoid those. And if I am remotely having any at all, if I find myself in a social situation or something, I really try to get sugar out of the equation because that is the deadly combo. Fat and sugar combined, that's your deadly combo. That's your diabetes creating combination, and that's the one you really want to avoid. Do you need to be absolutely military about SOS free whilst you're healing? Perhaps not. Every body is going to be slightly different on that one. But overall, if I was trying to heal my eczema now, I would do my best to be SOS free. Okay, Soothed by Rain asks, what do you supplement with, Greg? I don't really take any supplements. I don't take any food supplements or anything like that. I do take a vitamin B12 shot every now and again. The reason being is we live in such sterile environments, and B12 is a bacteria. So whether you're plant-based, animal-based, whatever, chances are your B12 might be lacking. And I've had mine tested and it was kind of on the low side. So I had a B12 shot, and I do try to do that every now and again, maybe every 3 months or so. I top it up with another shot. Food supplements, sometimes I have some green powders in my smoothies if I've got some in stock. But generally I don't take anything like isolated vitamins or food supplements or algae and that sort of thing on a regular basis. Adam Maksudi says, how about homeopathic remedies? What do you think on raw goat's kefir? Good to see you back on here. Good to see you too, Adam. Thank you for your question. Homeopathic remedies. For me, the jury is still a little bit out on this one. I mean, what is a homeopathic remedy, really? What does it actually define down to? I say if you've come across a remedy, homeopathic or otherwise, that really vibes with you, that you really believe in, and you really feel it's changing your body, then go with it. Absolutely go with it. I think a lot of what I recommend wouldn't really fall under homeopathic remedies because most of my stuff is food-based and lifestyle-based. And I'm a big believer in doing the same things to get you healthy as you would do to stay healthy. And so remedies of any specific build or design, they just don't really vibe with me quite as much as using your lifestyle choices, the things that you do from day to day anyway. You got to eat, so what are you going to eat? You got to go somewhere, so how are you going to get there? Are you going to walk, cycle, drive a car? I really believe in your whole lifestyle becoming a healing tool for you, rather than having a bottle of pills on the desk or whatever it might be that you take every now and again, and identify your healing to some of that. For me, healing is about your whole life, your lifestyle, and that's why homeopathic stuff never really jumps out to me, and I've never really looked too deeply into them. To the second part of your question, raw goat's kefir. Raw goat's products, I believe if you're going to have any animal products, raw goat's products, especially kefir, is probably one of the safest things that you can consume, especially from a probiotic standpoint. I don't really believe that we need to consume any animal products at all, but I think if you have, I think if you have no other options to get certain nutrients into your life because of where you're living, maybe you live up in the Moroccan Atlas Mountains or something, I don't know. If that's your situation, sure, you can consume that stuff, but I don't really feel that the complexity of those sorts of foods are conducive overall for healing. Okay, moving on. Sufi Diki says, so my question is, how did I get seborrheic dermatitis? I don't born with it, but my scalp is flaky and my face is oily and I got a little bit red. Hope it can be healed. And then you ask about Biomate as well. How did I get seborrheic dermatitis? Do you know what? That is a great question, and it's probably worthy of a video in its own right. Because you're probably thinking, I live a normal life. I live the same life as my next door neighbors. How come they don't have this disease that I'm blighted with? Well, you have specific tendencies in your body for certain diseases. And so the fact that you've got seborrheic dermatitis now probably means that you won't get other diseases, like maybe your friends have got acne, or maybe your friends are going to get diabetes when they're older, or maybe your friends are going to get cancer or heart disease. But your body has manifested the wrongdoings in this specific way of seborrheic dermatitis. That is my belief system surrounding all of eczema. And so I'm actually really grateful for eczema now, because it caused me to get my life back on track. It caused me to detoxify. And I see eczema, seborrheic dermatitis, as a wake-up call for you that you need to be living a more detoxifying lifestyle, a lower stress lifestyle. And in doing so now, to get rid of your seb derm, you'll probably avoid more chronic diseases further on down the line. Regards Biomate, my general standpoint on all products is basically the same. Would you take Biomate, or you use Biomate on your skin if you were healthy? If so, then fine, go ahead and use it. Biomate in particular is one of the ones that I don't really mind the ingredients list. I think it's pretty safe, and a lot of people have had promising relief from using that product. So if you want to try it, absolutely go ahead and let us know how you get on. Last question here, because my phone's just running out of space. I've had dermatitis under my eyes for 1.5 years now, and I'm not sure if it's fully healed or not, because I have these deep wrinkles left. Are these scars? Because there's been no inflammation or itchiness in about 6 months. Hope you can help. Great that you are not getting any inflammation, any broken skin anymore. I'd say you've moved past the phase that we can safely call eczema. So congratulations on that. Regards to your wrinkles, are they scars? I guess yes. Maybe if you've been using any products in that area or scratching in that area, you've been left with a little bit of scarring. If in doubt, watch my other video that I just made on Monday about that. But I do believe that for the most part, you can do something about it. Keep doing what you're doing, because clearly your body is liking what you're doing. So keep doing it, and in time, things should subside. But please do go and watch that scarring video, eczema scars, that I made on Monday. So that's it for today's video. That's all I have time for. It's all my phone has got storage space for. Please keep your questions coming, and please let me know how you're getting on with your skin. I'm here to help. You are free to go off, do your juicing, do your sleeping, do your hydrating, and eat well, live well. I will see you again in another video.